We going on. I'm sorry, man. We working over here. What's going on? What is going on? What is going on, party people? It's your boy, Coach D Brown, former first-round pick, former big leaguer with the Kansas City Royals. So anyway, like always, it never fails. At least one or two times we go through little technical difficulties. And, I got my boy over here, and it's like pulling teeth to get him to do any type of directions correctly. So let me tell you how long I go back with this dude over here. So we known each other. We know multiple people over close to 12 to 15 years. All right. So now this guy over here, great dude, great pitcher. Always thought he's a little better than what he was, you know what I'm saying? And this is how he calls me, and he says, listen, the greatest closer you ever played with is on the phone right there. That's how he announces himself on the phone with me. Okay. That tells you a little something about how he gets down over here, right? So anyway, great dude though. I mean, great knowledgeable dude. Played a long time in the game. I know he's gonna tell us all about what he's doing over there at New Mexico Military Institute. But I reached out to him and I chased him down, and he was we're blessed right now to have my boy Jermaine Van Buren, big league pitcher, played a long time, great knowledgeable dude, and now is a pitching coach over at New Mexico Military Institute. So let me say what's up to my people who's coming on real fast. Jermaine, before I put you on there. What up, Terrence? What's going on? Mississippi Valley State in the house. We got Pierre, Philly in the house. Sadiq, ATL in the house. What's going on? All right. Chris, what's going on? Memphis in the house. What's up with my boy Gabe and Avery? All right. So, and then I'm sure we're going to have a lot of more people coming on. All right. We late, but it's all good. But we are. So, Jermaine, man, if you could tell my listeners, what's up, Arthur? What's going on, baby? Tell my little listeners, man, where you from, when you started playing ball, and just tell me tell us your journey to where you are right now. All right, if you could, please.
And I appreciate you. I truly appreciate that. You can reach out to a lot of guys because of your knowledge and because of the time you played, and you could have picked anybody. So I do appreciate you letting me come on your station, and I truly do. But long story short, I'm from the SIP, Mississippi, the bottom. The ball players are 101. Okay. The guys that kind of eat because everybody else is giving it to them. That's who we are. I'm from Mississippi, man. Got drafted in 98. Won a couple championships. Was drafted in the second round. Got drafted by the Rockies. Wasn't a first rounder like my man here, like he likes to say, but it is what it is. Everybody's journey is different. But I got drafted by the Rockies. I was fortunate enough, and I say this with humble experience. I was fortunate enough to get released and rebounded, and found my way back to getting back in ball, and ended up getting to the big leagues in 06 and 07 with the Cubs and the Red Sox. But through all that, man, I just met great people. Was very humbled in my experiences through baseball, but also was taken back on just some of the guys on their experiences and how they came about where they ended up. And I remember D personally because he was the biggest left-handed batter I ever seen in my life, with the biggest legs like a running back I've ever seen in my life. But the dude hit bombs. So when I saw him in Oakland, this was before, I knew him before that, but when I really met him, I was like, oh, this is a guy, this dude's a man. But no, man, I grew up in a humble beginnings, and to play with a lot of guys that their work ethic was their grind. So I learned at a young age that in order to be good, you got to learn how to beat those guys, and it just prepared me for a lot of stuff, a lot of journeys along the way. And right now I'm at New Mexico Military Institute. We call it NIMI, so you don't have to say all that all the time. And we're in Roswell, New Mexico. We got a good staff. It's my second year here. We got a good team. Last year, 26 wins. This year on pace to do even more. So it's all about getting the regionals. The head coach here, Chris Cook, he's been here for 7 years, and after 2 years, he went to 3 years. He actually went to regionals for the first time in like 50 years here. Wow. So he runs a great program. We're starting to get better players left and right, and I like trying to get into Mississippi. I heard you say you got Mississippi Valley. I need to talk to that guy. That guy needs to hit me up for real. But no, man. We got a guy going to Jackson State this year. We got a guy going to Bethune-Cookman. So we're well endowed when we talk about the SWAC and in the southern schools. I try to reach out to them as much as possible. So, but no, man, I appreciate you letting me come on.
No, it's awesome. So I didn't realize you were a second round pick, man. I didn't realize that. I mean, I'm sure you told me in your packages and all of that, man. But I forgot. Was it high school, college? Which one, man?
Nah, I skipped. I went straight from high school, man. We were born, we were bred different down there.
Yeah. Well, that's good for you, man. Because real talk, man. I'll tell you behind the scenes. I don't want to talk about all Mississippi kids in the wrong way on here. I don't want to do that. But I mean, look, it's not really actually for what you've done. From what I've heard, you're actually, I mean, not just making it. We all know how hard it is to make it. I'm just saying, like, from where I hear what they talk scouts. I'm talking about. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and make sure when you talk and just talk a little louder because you don't have the microphone. And I can hear you, but it just make sure you just talk a little louder, man. All right. So anyway, I'll talk to you behind the scenes about that. But let me say what's up to my people coming on and start asking these questions, man. What is going on, Mr. Ray? Cali in the house, man. Sega, Louisiana, what's going on? Bubba, Alabama, what's up? Tara, what's going on? North Mississippi in the house. Keisha, Texas in the house. What's up? T. Sut, Oakland, Tennessee in the house. All right. Manny, Texas in the house. Bill, what's going on? Jersey in the house. DB, Chi-Town in the house. All right. So is Nimi a high school focused on military enlistment? Right.
No.
Is that something you know what he's talking about?
I know exactly what he's talking about. No. You come to Nimi, you're not your focus is not to go into the service. Your focus is education and baseball.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we just again, if you have any other questions, we'll get to them at the end. That just popped up over there. My boy asked real fast, and I didn't understand that question, but I guess you get that a lot. Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So you went through the background. You obviously major league, experience, played a long time around the game. Tell me a little bit about, a little bit more about Nimi and what kind of conference you play in and the type of schools. Is it Division I, Division II, Division III, junior college? Tell me a little bit. Guys getting drafted, going D1. Give me a little bit of background, man.
So Nimi is it's in the best junior college in the nation. We're D1 junior college in the best region. We're in a Region 5. So that's with the Cisco's, the Midlands, the Weatherfords. I mean, like it's the top junior college. So we compete against the top junior college. So with that being said, as of anybody that knows sports or business, if you're around great things, you will be seen. So that's kind of how that works. We have a great program, man. It's a building program still. We still growing each day. We are a junior college for 2 years and 1 year. Like I said before, we have a couple guys, 7 early signees this year in the fall.
Mm-hmm.
We have, like I said, 1 going to Jackson State, 1 going to Bethune-Cookman, and 5 of us going to top D2s. So we're doing pretty well, actually well right now, and we're just trying to build that.
Your audio and your video is freezing a little bit. There you go. All right.
Yeah, welcome to Roswell.
I know. It's just, it is what it is. We're going to have to try to make this happen. So, all right. What up, Greeny? What's going on? Chris, what's going on, baby? Greeny over here he should be working over there on the court, on the damn field over there with the Red Sox. But anyway, Eleanor, what's going on? So I heard you say, so you got 7 signees early. So what's the average every year? Like what, pipeline wise, or, the kids signing, D1 scholarships, and what's the average since you've been there? How long you been there now? What, 2 or 3 years now, at least, right?
This is my 2nd year.
Okay, 2nd. Okay.
So since I've been here, we've had guys go to NAIAs, and this is the first year that I've been here that we've had a couple early D2s. I mean D1s. But before I came here, he had 22 D1 scholarships. I mean, D1 players gone, you know, and 2 are in Air Force Academy and play at Air Force, not just to go to the service, but they're playing sports. You know what I mean? And
Right.
all preseason All-Americans at Arkansas State. I mean, like, he does a great job here, man. He's produced great players here, and we're just still growing. I mean, one of those deals I wanted to put my fingerprint on also while I'm here. So that was a big thing about it, man. And I knew I had to branch out to the South more, and that's kind of what I wanted to do.
Speaking of that, branching out and all of that, you know what I'm saying? So give me a little roster. Give me some movement. You know, who's making their way down the Roswell? I mean, I know New Mexico has some good talent. Berkman and them boys is from there, but what are some areas that you have been recruiting, you know what I'm saying, out of that, you know, to come down there and play down in Roswell at Nimi?
Well, right now, I try to keep my fingerprint in Texas. There's no doubt about that. Texas has a big pool, but I'm trying to get closer and closer to Louisiana and Mississippi, being in my neck of the woods. We get a lot of Arizona kids, a lot of El Paso, Texas kids. Man, we got our roster goes from Venezuela. We got a couple Dominican guys. Actually, Henry Paulino, I was blessed enough to get his son here.
Oh, nice.
So that was awesome to do, man. That's almost like a payback deal. That made me feel real good as a person, and you know how that is.
Yeah.
Playing with a guy, and all of a sudden you get to recruit his son. That's next level.
Nice.
But like I still get to talk with a lot of guys from playing ball, and it helps me out big time, man. So right now it's really just I'm trying to go more south to get more guys, but we try to get the best out of New Mexico, Tucson, which is Arizona, Phoenix, that area, top of Texas, and we're just trying to branch out more. That's all.
Nice. So what's up? You ain't got no
boys if they play enough ball.
You said what now?
I said we would like to get more northern kids if they can play enough ball. That's all.
Okay. I knew a jab was coming. I'm about to ask him, New York. I was gonna ask him. I knew you was gonna start jabbing. You know, he one of them typical. Don't think nobody up north can play some baseball. That's okay though. Hey. I mean, we come down and we show out wherever we are.
Oh, you play 17 games and you're an All-American. Here we go. That's how y'all roll.
Hey, we know what we doing up there, man. Leave us up northerners alone over here, man. So anyway, so I know
you almost slipped.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. You get me that way. You of all people get me that way. Trust me. So, so what's the name of the conference again? You play in again?
It's the Region 5 conference.
Region 5.
NJCAA Region 5 conference. It's the WAC Jack.
The WAC Jack is what they call it?
Yeah. And it's WCJZ.
Okay.
Dude, the ball flies here, so you better come with
I can only imagine.
You better come ready to go.
Let's speak about that, because I know how Albuquerque is. It anything like Albuquerque air and all of that?
Yes. So you learn how to pitch here. You come here, you learn quick. We're all about pitching down, and you gotta have a hard head. How do you say? I gotta say the right word. Big cojones.
Right.
Yeah, you gotta be ready to bring your hard head to work, man. I mean, like, you're gonna give up your little set of bombs here and there. You just gotta weather the storm. And a lot of these pitchers, man, once they learn how to do that, it actually helps them go to the D2s or wherever they go. Mm-hmm. They're even more prepared for it. They know how to ride. You know what I mean? Okay. I mean, it helps.
Yeah, we breaking up again. It's hard. It coming like sounding like R2D2. There you go. It's like every time you stop talking, it comes out. Every time you stop talking, it sounds. You know, I don't know if that's God talking to me or talking to you. Every time you talk, it frees up. You know? So anyway, so tell me about your field conditions, the locker rooms, the housing situation especially for out of state kids. How does that work? Tell me, a little bit about. The facilities down in Nimi.
All right. Well, we have 24 scholarships. So all out-of-state kids are usually on scholarship. Okay, so that means your housing, your food, uniform, all that's covered. Only thing we don't cover is books usually. Okay, which is the minor thing. A lot of that you can get online. But our infield's turf, our outfield's grass. We're getting a brand new facility, 1.4 million in our locker rooms, which would be state of the art, man. I mean, like D1, if not better than a lot of D1s. There's no doubt about it. But we don't have an indoor. That's the only thing we're working on. But right now we're set up. We're right by the field. I wish I could take you guys on a tour. It's a very, very nice field, man. It looks big, small. As of you talked about Albuquerque, that's kind of how it rolls out here. So you learn how it's a hitter's park. Pitcher's nightmare, but it builds character. But I mean, like, man, we're built. We got football, baseball, basketball. We have indoor whirlpool. We have 2 for seasons. We have a strength guy, 2 strength guys. So come here, you will put up 20 guys, put up 20, 25, and it's muscle. So you come here as a kid, you go home at Thanksgiving as a man. And mom was like, what they did to my baby. We just put a little protein in them. But no, man, we have to do that here to compete, and we take pride in it. I mean, like, kids get 4 meals a day, and just to be honest, just to understand that everything's set around the meals. Like, if we go on the road, we go to all expenses to make sure all meals are covered, snacks, the whole nine. No other JUCO does it because they don't have the mandate to do that. So we do have that plus here. Now, if you like wearing your own clothes, then you don't want to come here. If
you don't like doing what? If you don't like doing what?
If you don't like, if you have to wear your own clothes, like you got to wear your jeans and all that, you don't want to come here because you're gonna be in uniform. But if that's your priority, you probably gonna play baseball long. You know, we want guys play baseball. And our academics is so good because we prep the kids for the Air Force. Our academics are so good, you won't have a problem going D1. If your goals are D1 and your talent puts you there and your drive pushes you to D1, that won't be an issue on the academic side. Graduation here is very high. All of our guys graduate unless they decide to go early somewhere else. We have a great program.
So you guys, if I heard it right, you have to wear uniforms, right?
Yeah, you have fatigues, which some guys they cool with, and then on Fridays you wear like the little the Marine type deal. You know what I mean? The white shirt, blue pants. But wow. I mean, like, we're on the road Thursday through Sunday sometimes, so you don't get into that a lot. When season starts, and even in the fall, we're gone on Friday through Sunday a lot of times. Right. You know, so you see, you don't see the maximum amount of the school like everyone else, and the athletes have a bit of a different schedule here. I mean, like, they don't have to do a lot of the things that everybody else has to do. I mean, like, you have to march here and there, but that's not the priority. We do what we can to help kids get out of doing too much to make sure the priorities are set right. You know, we respect the core, but at the same time, a lot of these kids are here to play ball and get an education, and that's our priority as well.
Nice, man. Nice. So, how far is that from Albuquerque? Where's Roswell? How far is that from Albuquerque?
We're 3 hours southeast.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. 3 hours from Amarillo, 3 hours from Las Cruces, 3 hours from El Paso, 6 hours from Tucson.
You said 6 hours from where?
So when you come here, you're really just going to play ball and do homework.
Right. So you're in the middle of nowhere, basically, just playing ball out there. Right. So what are some of the longest trips y'all running out there? What's some of the longest trips?
You sound like R2D2. I couldn't hear anything you said.
Okay. What are some of the longest trips, you know what I'm saying, you guys have on the road?
I mean, like in the fall, we take longer trips. They're right around. Tucson, like I said, Tucson's our longest one. It's about 6.
Mm-hmm.
But usually during the season, it's 3 hours max. Three and a half max. And we're one of those teams that we're allowed to take charters. I mean, like we take charters 90% of our travel. So if it's not going to El Paso, we're usually on a charter bus, man.
Nice.
Our head coach likes to ride in style, so.
I got you. Yeah, I know that's right up your alley because you big league anyway. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's right up your alley. So let me say what's up to people that rolled in. Eleanor, what's going on? Kenneth, what's up? Jesse, Vegas in the house, what's up? Leslie Brea, what's up? Phoenix in the house, what up, Brea? Corey in the house, what up? All right, Lawrence, what's going on? Mark, Indiana, what up? Danielle, what's up? Rod, what's going on? Memphis in the house. Bubba, Alabama, what up? Brian, what up? Jock Jones, what up, Jock? What's up, baby? And all right, so let's get these questions in, man. All right, we got I'm curious. T Sut asks, I'm curious what Jermaine has to say about the percentage of college players who are actually putting in the work, trying to get to the next level, not just talking about it.
I think that that's a vague question in a sense, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like nobody knows everybody,
right?
But I can go off the percentage of the kids I've seen the last couple of years, and kind of like you, D. I help run a baseball academy, so I mean, like a lot of it starts with the home.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of kids learn how to get what they want from what they see. So a lot of times, if you see something you like, or you like how your parents go about their business, it kind of carries over into who you are. So, that kind of goes from the club ball stuff. But the kids that I've seen in the college level, man, I mean, like when the college teams we played yesterday, and those kids want it. I mean, like there's 90%. I mean, like the kids that we have, they want it. I mean, you're gonna have duds everywhere you go,
right?
But you really don't know a kid until he gets tested. And I mean, like sometimes it takes a while. I mean, like we got kids that were freshmen last year that are really positive this year, and we depend on those guys. So I don't think that's a question that can be answered in 1 year. You know what I mean? I mean, like it's a vague question with a vague answer. I'm just being honest. You know, I really can't give you a percentage. I would say over 60 to 70% actually want it. But that same number, maybe don't know how to achieve it because they don't know they haven't been taught correctly. So that plays a part also. I mean, like you D, and I guarantee you guys play compared to the next ad. It's totally different. They might chase those rings they get at the end of the tournament. You're chasing growth.
You broke up at the very end. So what did you say? You said you and me, D, something like that, and then I didn't hear what you said.
I said we did the club ball teams, right. And I said when you play against dads, your teams look totally different than theirs. Your guys, those dads, they're chasing those little rings. You're chasing growth with your team. You're trying to make kids better. Those rings are very minute to what you're trying to do. You know what I mean? They're very minimum to the achievements that you're trying to get. Because once those kids leave you want them to be ball players. That's right. And that's kind of how it is here. I mean, like we got a good system set in, and the junior colleges that we're playing against, they want to go play bigger ball or they want to get drafted. So I will say this, junior college, it's better than a lot of people think. They hear junior college, they may shy away from it. But I'm telling you, dude, I mean, like they're dudes in this, like real dudes, like grown men who know how to get after it and know their worth, and they don't settle for anything. They're going to punish you on the field. They're not going to take mercy because this is their bottom. So when you're at the bottom, you have no mercy for anybody. You only have that grind to get the next meal.
Yeah. Hey, I know you ain't been on here, Jermaine. I know we talked last week a little bit about it, but I mean, I've learned so much over the last few months talking with different colleges and coaches and stuff. And I'll say in the last 12 months, my whole mind has shifted when it comes to junior colleges And to the point that my listeners who've been listening to me from day one, when I be starting having you guys come on, the college coaches come on, they know I'm an advocate for junior college. I just see the benefit from it. And we talked about it a little bit last week, and it was just, to me, it's a no-brainer to me. I mean, it just depends on what you want, but 70-80% of the kids, I believe, that come out of college will greatly help themselves by going into a junior college first. Even if it's not just grades, but a maturity level, just and then if you're also draftable, what I'm saying? It's a lot of pluses and not a whole lot of minuses when it comes to if baseball is your thing. Now, high academics, even I know a school like yours sounds like it's very good for academics too, but if you're just a high academic kid and that's what you want, whatever. But all those other kids that about ball, listen, you can't beat junior college, man.
I got a question to parents. Like, do you think your kid is ready to go to Division I and sit, and he's mature enough and not get down on himself to not be like, am I just not good enough? Should I not play? And just end up quit. Is your kid, you know what I mean? Can he really do that? Because that's 90% of the kids that's going to go into those places, unless you're a power arm. Like we have a kid, I know a kid, I'm not going to say his name, but he's somewhere right now. And he's a freak athlete, but he's struggling mentally because he's not playing every day. So he's learning the hard way. Now we talk, so it helps, but everybody's not built like that. Everybody don't have that scapegoat to call like a you and be like, say, well, how should I go about this? So I mean, like, that's the biggest question people got to ask, because when they're recruiting you, they're recruiting another you and another you. So you're not playing against for you. You're playing against the next guy that looks just like you.
Right.
So you got to really think about that when you want to go D1. That's why I think junior college, like you said, kids mature and they learn who they are. So they don't go anywhere with like any doubt. Oh, dude, I know what I do. No, I'm not good at defense, but I can bang. You know what I mean? No, I don't throw hard, but I know how to get out. So I mean, like, kids go in with a different mindset from junior college. And they come in ready to take your spot if you're a freshman.
Hey, I love it. Because, I mean, and even the pro guys that been coming on here who are pro coaches, I mean, like, out of the 10 guys who are even coaches or ex-players, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, 80% of them play somewhere in junior college. I'm like, for real? All right, damn. Yep. I'm not bringing them on here to talk college, per se, but that was their route to the big leagues or to whoever, you know what I'm saying? It was a lot of kids. I didn't realize how many dudes really came through junior college,
Yep.
So yeah. Anyway, so Jesse in Vegas asks, does he have contact with service academy teams, Coast Guard ?
We kind of let them come to us because we don't have those contacts. We're more, we send guys to places like that. We send guys to Merchant Marines, to Air Force, to West Point. We're more of a filter to them. And, we don't get those guys. We kind of got to build guys from here. Like I said, NIMI isn't what it used to be. I mean, like, since the head coach, Chris Cook, took over now, since 7 years ago, I mean, like, everything's changed. So, but it's still, they have a stigma about them in the past that, they have to kind of relieve a lot of people of. So you got to get respect. And going to that regional got respect. Playing last year got respect. And then you start sending guys to places and they're producing. That garners respect also. So it may take a little time, but I mean, like, the plateau is up.
Okay. Love it. All right. What is Chris in Memphis asks, what is the transition like when a kid comes from NIMI and Roswell? Seems like it's a smaller place with a unique environment.
All right. So you're coming from structure into what? That's what's going on. They're leaving structure, going into what? Chaos. So guess what? They're going to be okay. NIMI kids, I mean, like, I'm just being honest with you. They have a structure throughout the day. So, like, there's a time frame where you're going to be, when you're going to be. So they get on that structure. They know how to handle themselves. They don't need anyone else around them to tell them what they need to do. So answer that question is, man, kids that leave here are better kids. There's no doubt about it. I mean, like, kids that leave here after 2 years, you don't have to worry about them. I'm like, the 7 years, and I talked to the head coach about it, I mean, like, there are no problems. You know, we've had kids leave here and go to big D1s or just go out in life. And literally, we saw a kid this last summer said, "Man, because I missed the structure.
Right.
I miss wanting to have the, you know what I mean." So some
Right.
kids, they come here and it just fits, and they just work out wherever they go.
Nice. All right. Do you allow two positions players on the squad?
We
Like
embrace it
infield type, you know?
Yeah, we embrace it until you can't do it. Now, understand, I'm a pitching guy, meaning if you want to do both, you better do mine really good, or you won't do it at all. And I tell them that from the jump. I said, look, you're gonna do them, but if you can't do mine, don't worry about it. Don't waste your time.
Right. Camille, what's going on? Jacob, what's up? San Antonio in the house. What's up? All right, Jacob asks Coach D, now how important is it to be a two or three, you know, be able to play 2 or 3 positions? You know, how important is that?
I embrace it. I like versatile. I'm recruiting a kid right now that catches, plays second, and is a good center fielder. So for me, it's amazing.
All right. Bill asks, can you get drafted to the pros from a junior college?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, because that was the route I was going to take.
Yeah, that's pretty much what we've just been talking about, right? You know, so
yeah, 100%.
Yeah, a lot of dudes, man. Junior college, man. A lot of dudes. I've been very surprised about that. He said, "Hey D, does this school play like Howard School? You know, SWAC or MEAC schools? Any other schools like that?"
We're we're located in like North Texas area. So if you're looking at North Texas, like Amarillo area, Midland, Howard, that's where we're located. So we play that region, and it's a junior college, obviously.
Right.
So we play more of the West Texas area. So it's only 2 teams from New Mexico in the conference. That's us and NMJC, and we only play Texas teams.
Really? Okay.
So we play El Paso, Luna. Luna's a New Mexico team. Odessa, Howard, Frank Phillips, Clarendon, and then the other side is the Weatherford, and we meet up for a regional, and we all play each other. 4 from each side.
Okay.
And we're one of the big conferences in junior college.
You say you're one of the very what?
Biggest.
Oh, really?
One of the largest. Yes, sir.
What are the academic requirements for your school?
Get your work done. Meaning, like, we've had a kid. We would like for you to come in, but we don't have to use anything special to get you here. But usually, man, we try to get kids. It's a junior college. The requirements are that you can pass. I'm just being honest. I mean, like,
right.
Come in and do your work. I mean, like, you got a 17, 18. That's why you're here.
Right.
You're here to get that score up. You know what I mean? So,
right.
I mean, like, that's another vague answer, but I'm just being honest. Like, I don't. We got kids that came here on the 13 before. So, but you know, it is what it is.
Right.
So, but that kid that came on that score is going to graduate with a 2.5. So that's what this school did for him.
Right.
And he's going to go to the top D2 in the nation. So, nice. I mean, like, there you go. In a nutshell, that's what NIMI does.
Nice. All right. Bubba asks, how do you balance the 2 position players on time for pitchers, infield, and the work for both? You know, basically, I guess, how do they get in their work practice-wise, I guess, you know?
I have a set time for pitching, and if he doesn't make it, that's on him. So you will have time to get what you need to do. The pitching part, it doesn't take as much time as you think. It's more of the throwing that you have to do and learn how to do what I need you to do. I mean, like, I'm not a big mechanical guy. I'm more of a, get the ball. Let's see what we're gonna do and let's repeat, which is the KISS method. Keep it simple. You know what I mean? So I'm not a big change guy. I'm more of a compete guy. If you can show me you know how to compete, I can show you how to win. And that's just kind of how that goes.
I like that, man. I like that. All right, we got
that's Mississippi talking.
Huh?
That's Mississippi talking.
Well, speaking of Mississippi, I got Sheena from Mississippi asked me, what you take on going, what is your take on going to the pros over college?
I don't regret my decision one bit. I was everybody's not me though, so I can't tell another person to do it. But my whole goal and my mentality was to play baseball. I was not a student first, and I had to learn how to be a student after I started playing baseball. So for me, it worked. I didn't miss home because it just wasn't me. I'm not that kind of person. So I don't regret one thing. Now those colleges regret it, but I don't. I couldn't help myself.
You crazy? You crazy, man?
I couldn't help myself.
You crazy? Hey, so let me get back, man. You over there? You gonna bring up the old things over there? Gonna get me in trouble, man. Long term for this. All right, so Jesse asked. He has strong academics from him. I guess he's meaning his son. I'm sorry. So B Webb asks, "What's up, B Webb? What's going on? Chi-Town in the house, man." So, what is the best method for developing a consistent release point?
First off, do me a favor. Put him at shortstop, roll him a ground ball, say throw it. Let him get loose, obviously, but say throw it as hard as you can to first base. Hit him about 4 or 5 ground balls. Let him do that. There's your release point right there. Don't tell him to change anything mechanical. That's how he throws. And after that, you learn how to use his legs. Other than that, you don't mess with how he throws. That's his release point. That's the strongest place he can throw from. Let him have it. I'm not big on the everybody's got to be that guy.
Yeah.
Nah. Now everybody built different. You put me and D right by each other, we built different.
Hey, but that actually is that's a great tip. I never heard that before. I love it though. That's what's up, man.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, you teach me something right there. See, so B Webb, what's up, Mr. Porches? What's going on? So B Webb asks, what's best for pitching power leg drive or front elbow? What's best for pitching power leg drive? I guess he's saying what's best for pitching power leg drive or front elbow?
All right. I tell my pitchers this all the time. What do you use on a daily basis? Do you walk on your arms or your legs? So what's the strongest?
Right.
There's your answer right there.
Yeah.
It's all about legs, man. And at the end of the day, your legs will protect you longer than that arm will. Your legs is the power. Your arm is just along for the ride, man. I'm like, your arm's telling the ball where to go. Your legs are making it happen. I was blessed enough to play 13 years, and I didn't have one surgery.
Really?
Not one surgery. And I could have kept playing, but I wanted to be with my family more. That's it. I mean, like, I had no issues. I left the game throwing 93, 94, and I was like, you know what? I was blessed enough to get that. You know, I never got the chance to knock down D Brown, but hey, God knew how to keep that man afloat.
Hey, why you want to go on my thing over here? I'm bringing you on to talk about Nemi, right? And then you want to go back and talk about some pitches. You want to talk some jump. You know what I'm saying? I guarantee you ain't throwing 93, 94 now. You know what I'm saying?
That's why they got knuckleballs, man.
Hey, whatever. I'm still trying to knock it out the park. You got a better chance throwing that 83, 84 right now. You know what I'm saying? Oh God, man. Don't you try to tell me that you throwing 90 or 88, 90 right now. You ain't.
I never said that.
I don't want to hear it. You lying.
I never said that, sir.
I know you ain't, because you're going to try to tell me, well, I ain't throwing 93, but I'm throwing 88 or 87 still. I still can get it up there. I already know what's coming. So anyway.
No, I'm not that guy. Okay. I won't lie to you.
Thank you. All right. Michael, what up, Michael? What's going on, man? So, all right. So listen, that's the question. If you have parents, you got a. Arthur says, I like that everybody is different mentally in coaching. Yeah, everybody got their different method, and like I said, I learned something from it. Even like when he says, release points. So great question. B Web, my boy always got something technical. My boy B Web, he always comes with some great questions, but I never thought of that. I never, because that's a long throw, you know what I'm saying, to make. So you're going to see his release point from there. That's a great tip. You know what I'm saying? You learn something every time, So
and also you're going to use your legs to throw it.
That's right. That's right. So I mean, I love that tip. Never thought I never, like you said, you never stop learning in this game all these years, man.
Oh
so,
yeah.
Especially when it comes to pitching, I could care less about y'all. But is it okay to throw a changeup with the stiff wrist?
I've never been a fan of that because that's just changing everything. You're gonna change your natural motion. Why not just change your grip? I literally teach a changeup this way. We're gonna teach you a grip that's comfortable, and if you don't throw it for a strike, you don't use it. So you go to another grip. You go to another grip. I mean, like just like D said, I've learned stuff from other guys that I use today. I mean, like these are not mine. I didn't wake up with these thoughts, I mean, like I had to learn and listen and be humble. But no, I'm not a big stiff. That was something they used to use back in the day. But no, man, let's say a kid's throwing 87. Okay, only thing I'm going to do is change my grip to change velocity. That's all you do. But you're going to throw it exactly the same. You telling me a hitter can't see if you change your wrist?
Right.
You can't, you know what I mean? The ball's going to be too different as of how it comes out of for a release point. You want everything to be as natural and the same as possible.
What when do you, as a pitching guy, right? I mean, this is not a question from nobody. The 4-seam and the 2-seam. What is the percentages? Like, just say you have a 2-seam, okay? That may not, what are, if you have a 4-seam, 2-seam combo, what are the percentages that you are wanting your pitchers to throw the 2-seam as compared to the 4-seam?
It's kind of like a hitter that's good at pulling the ball. How often do you want to pull the ball? How often are you going to look inside? So for us, is how good his 2-seam is. If we got a real good one, I have a guy. That's great. That's crazy you asked that. I have a kid that throws a very good 2-seam sinker. D, we don't throw 4-seamers because it's that good. So if something that's good, and you know this, don't mess with it.
Right.
Just let him be him.
Right.
And the only thing we developed was a changeup, and we worked on a slider. But I mean, like, there's no need to reinvent the wheel when you already got something. But if a kid has a pretty good 4-seam, a pretty good 2-seam, we just combo them. So for lefties, if he's a righty, so we start 4-seams off away with on lefties, so they see something straight, and you throw a 2-seam right behind it, and they expecting that same movement and all that. But at the very end, it goes away. So you're trying to, that's the double play pitch for a lot of guys I'm trying to teach. You play off your fastball, because once they have to respect fastball, it's over for anything else.
What are, like, a D1 nice good program like yours? What are the average velocity for your pitchers? Like, what are most of those guys in the conference or even your team? What are they throwing?
Each year is different, D. Like I was talking to the head coach last year. You're gonna face your 90s, your 93s, but the average is probably 85 to 89. You know what I mean? And it's all about, it's usually kids that haven't peaked yet. So it's the kids that are 6'3", 145, 160, and they have to put on the next 30 pounds to get to that next 3 to 4 miles an hour consistently.
Right.
It's that range, man. I mean, like there is no, I mean, like we have something from 85 to, we got a guy to throw 93. I mean, like, and we got a couple guys that throw 92, 93. I mean, not 90, 91. You know what I mean? But they have good off speed. Like it's a must that you have off speed. Because like I said, it's called the whack jack, and they absolutely punish balls here.
What are you looking for? What are you looking for 2019? Are they done?
No, we're not done. You got something?
Yeah, I got some catcher. I got a catcher in the infielder. I know you want arms. I ain't got that right now. I know what you want. You know what I mean? But I'm asking what you need right now. You know what I'm saying? What opportunity
my head coach would kill me if I didn't tell you I need a true outfielder. We need a true outfielder that can just straight run, go get it, and hit a little bit. He ain't got to hit a lot as for power, but he got to be able to go get it And
Six
we
six
got a big
five runner, 6'5", 6'6".
Ooh, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All
And I
right.
need the arm.
I, I know you need the arm, man. You know what I'm saying? As we stand right here, I don't have that for you, man. But I ain't got the arm too. But who knows? You know, yeah. My people listening,
Somebody on this channel
y'all
got
reach
the arm.
out to me. Y'all reach out to me, or reach out to my man over here. I'm gonna put the email over there, the link over there. But y'all reach out to him. But I need, you know, but outfielder and the infielder. I know you say you need an outfielder. Go get it. I got a couple. You know, I got a couple in the stash, man. You know, so.
I figured.
We got Jesse says, I got a couple more questions, man. I'm gonna get you out of here, man. So the Coast Guard coach is recruiting my son, but the final decision goes through admissions. He has a small chance to go there. Now, if he doesn't get in at Coast Guard, is Nimi a strong choice to play there? He is a freshman at university, but looking for a military career.
Yeah. What's his GP? I mean, what's ACT score? I mean, like, get my email, send me some video. I have no problem. I'm never going to turn a kid down that actually wants to come in to Nimi. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I said, it takes a different kid sometimes. But if a kid wants to go into that area, those are the first kids we look at, you know. And I'll give you an honest assessment 100%.
Mm-hmm. All right. So Jacob asks, after pitching 5 innings, what should be a player's normal norm be, like running, band, stationary bike? I guess what should his arm care be after throwing?
Once again, I don't make my guys do one thing. Everybody's different. But 5 innings and what? It depends on how many pitches. I mean, like if he, you know what, just to be generic, you can the normal 30-minute run, light jog, or we do an hour on elliptical or a bike. You know, that's the next day deal. You need to lift that day. The sooner you get that lactic acid out and the sooner you rebuild those muscles, the sooner you'll see recovery. And the more you do that, the harder you start throwing towards the end of the year and the end of games.
All right. Bill asks, can you come and evaluate pitchers at my player? I'm having a player evaluation camp the end of July,
Where?
early August. It's either that last week in July, early August. I'm gonna have, a few of you guys come in town, and I'm gonna have kids that are part of this program from around the country, and of course, the Mississippi kids there. So I love to have you take your butt, spend some of that recruiting budget that y'all got over there at Nimi, and come over to the SIP. I know you way down southern Mississippi, but you can make your way up this way. It's going to be in North Mississippi though.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's gonna be in North Mississippi, man. So it ain't, give you a chance to maybe get to the crib. I know the fam still in Texas or what?
No, my family's with me right now. My mom's them there in Mississippi, man. I'm Mississippi boy, true.
All right. Well,
I just moved. My family didn't move.
Over there. I don't know what was your connection to Texas? What was that?
I was in Amarillo. I married my wife. She's from Amarillo, so I was there for a while. But we just moved here. But I got Texas. But my roots, they're dirty. They're in Mississippi and Louisiana, man.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Hey, if I can, I will. I'm not. I can't promise anything. No.
I got you. I'll give you the information. If you ain't doing nothing in the summer.
Why you gotta cut me off?
I already know, because I hear the excuses over there. I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna put it out there. I guarantee you, if I like, yo, Jermaine, I got a 93. Somebody throwing 93. You better take your butt down. I guarantee you be there tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So, right. So now you give me all these like, hey, I'm gonna try to get there and all this type of hootie hot. I'm gonna entice your butt with some arms over here, and see if you get your butt down there. Then you know what I'm saying? I know how you get down. What up, Tony? What's up, man? Good to see you, brother. All right, so I got what's the best advice for a youth ball player regarding the game or pitching?
Develop a changeup. Develop a changeup and be versatile. Don't worry about curveballs and all that stuff. Develop a changeup. Play longer with just fastball, changeup, and you can develop everything else.
All right, where in Mississippi? They say. Where you from, Mississippi?
Hattiesburg. Just look up Gatorade Player of the Years in '98.
Oh God! Oh God! Oh God! Arthur, why you doing, Arthur? You just give he just give him any opportunity he needs to sit there and start talking about his career down in Mississippi over there. You fell right into that trap, Barry Arthur. Lord have mercy, man.
Oh, man.
Lord have mercy. Chipper, best thing I've heard. Change up. That's right. That's right. So, all right. Let me see any more questions, man. All right. All right. So listen, hey Jermaine, my brother, I appreciate you, man, coming on, man. Your parents going once, going twice. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get him. What's your schedule today? Y'all off today or what?
We're about to go right now. I had got to go earlier. Working on some small details, man. We didn't like the weekend, so it's back to the grind and figuring out the small details to get better. That's all.
All right, I love. How many games y'all play?
56.
Nice.
30 in-game conferences.
Nice.
No, 36. 36. Dang.
He said, Chipper asked, please keep Ty on your radar. And Ty is pitching with me this summer. A young lefty, 15-year-old.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He is on the Wall of Fame in Greenville, Mississippi. Greenville. So, whatever that.
Hey, I like my sip. I take care of the sip anytime I get a chance.
I got some Mississippi boys for you, man. I just ain't got no arms, the older crew. But you know, that's what I'm saying. I'm glad we keeping in touch, and I can send you something down the line. You know what I mean?
I'm being honest. Like if he's 85 to 88, 80, I take that. 84 to 87. Just give me something with it. I can work a kid like that.
Right.
And he can leave here and go somewhere.
Right.
I mean, like, I'm not getting the 90s. I got 1 or 2, but they're young and they're learning.
Mm-hmm,
I mean, like, they're just throwers. You know what I mean? Like, majority of our starters, like, there's a good D2 we're going sending the kid to, and they're taking him, and he's only 82 to 85. Wow. But he throws fastball, changeup, slider, curveball for strikes.
Right.
So at the end of the day, if you throw strikes, you can play. You know what I mean? I mean, like, velocity is awesome, but everybody's not going to play in the pros. But why not get your college paid for?
So. I love it. Hey, so Jermaine had to come out of Hattiesburg with Big John Lindsay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I played ball with his younger brother. Good guys and phenomenal ball players. Yeah. I already know about you. I already know as soon as you said Hattiesburg, that's the first name I thought of was Big Lindsay. You know what I'm saying? So I need to see what's up with Big Lindsay and stuff. He's a little older than you though, but y'all play against each other coming up or what?
Dude, we played on the same team. Like when he was a senior, I was a freshman.
Right.
I actually made the voice of the team because I struck him out.
Here we go.
That's a true story, though. That's a true story.
I agree, but all you gotta mix it up. I'm gonna bring on Big Man. I'm gonna bring Big John over here to dispute that. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely gonna do that.
He know, Big Man, no, but no. That'll be a good one to bring on, man. John.
Yeah, Big Man's my dude, man. That's my guy. I ain't talked to him
forever.
He
might be running an academy.
He's running an academy down there?
I think so, man.
Good.
You got the guy at 59 baseball.
Yeah, Matt Miller. Yeah, he comes on here all the time. Mm-hmm. He usually like, you know, he's always usually you know, comments and I know Matt well. We went down there and we went down to Hattiesburg last summer with my team. We went down and played the Southern Miss.
Okay.
We went down to Southern Miss Gulfport and Jones. You know what I'm saying? So we played those three, you know. Good ball down there. Some nice fields down there too, man. I was impressed, you know.
So I do. Y'all went down there. Who'd y'all play? Like how they? You know what I mean? Like
we played a team from New Orleans. We played 59.
It wasn't okay. It wasn't like a Hattiesburg team, was it?
Well, 59 was only Hattiesburg, our team I played, but then I couldn't remember the other teams. All I remember is the one we lost to with New Orleans team we had no business losing to. And then 59 baseball, and I can't remember we played a couple more games. I can't remember off the top of my head right now. Jones, yeah, some team from I can't remember. We
Don't
played
worry about it.
That was really nice. That's a nice field down there, you know?
Yeah, that was pretty nice, man. I wish you got to play those dogs though. That would have been nice to see.
Who's that? Who's the dogs? Your organization?
No. Just hey, next time you come down, let me know. I'll make a phone call for you. And you get to play on those fields. But you might get a little bit intimidated because I don't make big as you.
Really? Hey, I'm all about competition. Them the ones we need. I don't mind a good buck if it's gonna make my teams better. I don't mind it. You know what I mean?
Rottweilers.
Really?
Hattiesburg, I got some Rottweilers. I went down there. I was blessed enough to go home last fall.
Uh-huh.
And guy that I grew up with, his son came in. I was in an academy, just stopped by because I knew the guy. Stopped by and he walked in, and I knew him. He's like, we just got to work. And I mean, like, he came straight out of football, and my wife was like, "How old are you?" D. I mean, like,
Beast?
man. And I offered him right there, and he's only a junior.
Really?
Offered him full scholarship. Really? If I see something I like, D, I don't hesitate.
Yeah, you can't.
No,
you can't.
No, I want it. I talk to him all the time. How you doing? All right, can't wait to get you on campus. It's gonna be nice. That's hey.
You cool there. You get them young. You like I'm gonna get on them, jump on them early, huh?
Yeah. You're gonna know my.
It's some good ball players. I didn't realize. I mean, even consider you. I mean, and all your. I didn't realize how many really good ball players come from that area. I didn't know that. You know what I mean? You know, Lord Dog and Fred and all. I'm like, all y'all. I'm like, damn, all y'all come from out there. I'm like, you know.
Yeah.
So
it was, dude. It's constant though. It's just it gets overshadowed because of football and Louisiana and Alabama and Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
Mississippi is like it's like the heartbeat of the South. They just don't feel it. You know what I mean? They don't feel it till you see us, and then all of a sudden you're like, "Where are these boys from? They from the bottom."
Right. Yeah, I was impressed, man. I talked to the Gulfport coach, junior college. Huh?
They don't talk about the East like that.
They don't talk about who?
What'd you say?
They don't talk about who?
I'm sorry. What'd you say?
Yeah, you breaking up because I that's what I thought. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, you couldn't come up there and make it up there talking all that. You stay in New Mexico, Amarillo, and Hattiesburg and all that. You know. You don't even come up, you know, it's a different breed up there. I'm down here in the South, but I always rep the crib. You know what I mean? Like it's a different brand, it's a different ball game up there, man. We just bred a little different, man. So and I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this. I didn't want to say it, whatever, but I was always told I was told by two scouts, man, by Mississippi high school dudes. And I'm not saying it to be I didn't ask the question. They just offered this information, and they were like, a lot of high school kids from Mississippi don't make it. And they said mentality-wise. I'm just telling you what he told me, man. And he said they need college. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And so for you to tell me you got drafted second round and you made it, that's why I was like, I didn't want to say that out loud. You know what I mean? But it was like, he two different dudes. You know what I'm saying? Told me that just in there, and they've been here down in this area many years. So. That's a testament to you. That's why I was like, I wanted to tell you behind the scenes what I was told. You know, I don't know this. I'm down here. You know what I mean? I'm not from here. So, you know, anyway.
You know what? I mean, like, to be honest, we had our share of, I can tell you right now, on the team that I played on in high school, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys got drafted off my high school team in 3 years. And only me, Matt Butler, and Tatum actually got far. You know, I mean, like, I'm not saying that's true, but I'm saying he may have something behind it. But at the same time, man, that just tells you how much they need down there. You know what I mean? It's more of a structured deal that they need down there, and a mentality of you don't come home. Home is not an option. Home is your vacation. Baseball is your home. You know,
Mm.
so I mean, like every time I go home, I can tell you this for a fact. I can go home and I go home, and I get to talk to people, and I can go other places and I get to talk to people, and then I always go back to where I started. And so I love working with those kids when I go home. My wife always gets on to me, but I'm like, hey, this is me. I know that kid. That's me right there. So it makes me feel good to go back and talk. And at the end of the day, it made me feel real good to offer one of my boys' sons, another one of them, come out here and play. So, you know, God put me in a place where I need to be, man, and I'm just gonna ride the wave as long as I can.
Nah, that's what's up, man. Family liking everything out there though?
Family's good.
Yeah, they like.
Liking, we'll go from there, but they're
Okay.
good.
Okay. Right. They you know our family. They just got to adjust, man. So Meredith Stanford, good read on the picture out in Starkville in the 1980s. Meredith Sanford, good read on the picture out of Starkville in the 1980s. All right. What's up, good brother? Massachusetts. Speaking of up north, Massachusetts is in the house. All right. You know, get outnumbered out here. All these. Anyway, so let me give my parents and my listeners, man, something to ride out to, man. And we're gonna take this home, Jermaine. Gonna get off here. We've been on for about an hour, man. And I appreciate the time, man. It's appreciated, you know, my brother. But can you give my listeners a little something, man, to go home with, you know what I'm saying, and wrap this up for me, man?
I mean, like, just to take something to take home with. I mean, like, just keep everything humble. I mean, like I tell my guys all the time, just keep everything humble and don't take anything for granted. I mean, like I really preach that with my guys. Every day you step on that field, it is a day of work. It is an opportunity, and a lot of kids are not given that. So once you're given your opportunity, you got to snatch it. You got to take it, and don't be gentle. Don't be gentle. I talked to my kids here and before I came here. Stop working out against yourself. Work out against how you don't know. That's way better than you. Hear about on TV that you always like, oh my God, they talking about this kid that runs a 6'6" or whatever, 6'5". Like you literally said it earlier. That's who you compete against. Stop competing against your friends. Compete against the guys that you think are legends. That's who you want to compete against. And that's only going to make you better.
I love that.
I grew up thinking about D Brown and how to get him out.
Right. And that's how it was, man. We love competing and we talk our junk, but bottom line is, you know, families to feed, competing against, competing we talk our junk, but we competing for our states, for our areas in there, and we just all trying to make it, man. And it's a brotherhood, but it's a competitive brotherhood with this, you know what I'm saying, baseball thing, man.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what these people have to realize, man. We all trying to make it, man, and it's you know, we all trying to eat out here. So I know that they're getting top-notch coaching. You know, meaning Nimi, you know, pitchers, and I know the position players too, man. I mean, it's very rare, I'm sure, on the junior college level that you get a major league freaking, you know, coach in there that can like literally tell them what it takes to make it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, kudos to you, my brother. You know, thank you for coming on. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you, man. You know, what up, Ron? DC in the house. What's up? Good to see you on here. I got a question for you. Having been a college pro player and scout, what advice do you give the kids, and how do you get the black youth involved in baseball? Bobby asks, you know, what advice do you give the kids, and how do you get the black kids involved with baseball?
Is that for me?
Yes, for you.
I think that's what the kids involved is to give it to them. I mean, like if they're never a part of it, how are they gonna get involved? I mean, like they're constantly showing the football and the basketball. You can expect them to go want to play a sport where you stand around. So they got to be introduced at home. I mean, like I do believe that. I do believe you gotta. I grew up playing with a bunch of kids playing baseball. You know, I mean, I didn't go search for it. They found me. So that's my best way to answer that question. I'm like, you got to be introduced to it. And then you gotta have it's doing it for the right reasons. I mean, like, be around people that want to do it. It's fun. Yeah, you want to win, but at 9 and 10 years old, and then the winning to come. I do have a question though, D. What can you tell me to help me coach better with hitters, outfielders? What's a tip you can give me? Because I wasn't finna get off this phone unless you gave me something.
All right. Was it from a hitter standpoint, a position player standpoint, especially in a junior college in Albuquerque? Understand that recruiters and scouts are not stupid when they come to Albuquerque. So you better, from a pitching standpoint, they ain't stupid neither. So they know that a 4 or 5 ERA may be 2 or 3 somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? So my thing from a hitter and standpoint in Albuquerque, you know this coming up, you know what I'm saying, playing PCL and all of that. Bang out, like use this, put up stupid Mickey Mouse numbers. Work hard to put up stupid Mickey Mouse numbers where you have these opportunities to go anywhere in the country. Understand that scouts and recruiters are not stupid. So if you go down to Albuquerque, they know that ball's flying into that league and everything, and you hitting 4-something, 20-something, they're gonna look at the kid that's in Cali or something hitting a little bit less numbers and think you're equal. So if you have like a Colorado, like use it and get paid. You know what I'm saying? Use those fields and get paid. That's the simplest tip, because I know if it's anything like Albuquerque, and I know the air's the air out there. You know what I'm saying? So the quickest tip, I'll be like, yo, you come out here, you a hitter, put up Mickey Mouse dumb numbers up there. So you get out of there, get, scouted and recruited or whatever, you know what I'm saying, to D1 or, use it. Me personally, I ain't gonna sit here and if I have a choice, a junior college choice, and I had the same amount of opportunities in New Mexico than I do in, say, deep Mississippi when it's hot and swampy weather, you know what I'm saying? That ball, New Orleans, you know how that air ain't yeah. So I'm like, yeah, I may have to eat it for a year or two, but it's a business decision. I'm gonna go up there and put up some damn sick, some stupid numbers up there with that ball flying out there, and
somebody's gonna take it.
Somebody gonna take you, right? So that would be my advice. I think that's very simple. That's the first thing that comes to my mind. Wood tip, whatever. Go tell them hitters like, yo, listen, you are playing in a hitters friendly league, park, all of that. You should be banging out. We should be number 1, 2, whatever in the league. I don't know if you guys are there, but that should be your mindset from that point. You know what I'm saying? Like, use this. All right, we need it as a pitching staff. You know what I'm saying? Like, go bang out. That would be my thing.
No, I like that. I appreciate that. That's actually very good. That's good motivation stuff. Because at the end of the day, getting the mind right is always just as good as having talent.
No,
have all talent in the world. If you don't have your mind right, it doesn't matter. But man, I appreciate you letting me come on your forum, man. I truly do. Like I said, you asked me earlier, I'm finna go bang out with the pictures and make sure we get our work done.
All right. Well, I got one more question that came in. They coming in a little late, and I'll leave it out, and we leave on this last one. Where do HBCUs fall in college baseball? Do the pros look at HBCU players? What are the top HBCU baseball teams?
Jackson State's pretty good. I know Grambling, they're doing that thing down there with Coop. They're actually really solid. Bethune-Cookman, and I know Bethune-Cookman really focuses. They have a big farm also, but HBCUs, the 3 weeks. I mean, like that team, they had 6 guys that were dudes, and they all got drafted.
That's right.
But you got to realize those teams, they go and play the Arkansas, the LSUs, the all those other teams. So like I said, you go to somewhere, as long as you're playing in a good conference or you're playing other good schedules on a good schedule, you get seen. You just got to do work.
That's right.
When that opportunity comes, just snatch. That's all.
That's right. Yeah, they get so, like you said, they get caught. Like, Ron, listen, we had Mississippi Valley State coach was on here. They playing against Ole Miss, Mississippi State. Here you go to New Orleans over there. I've had the Southern coach come over here. Southern University head coach come over there. They playing LSU's and all of that. So they giving you opportunities. You just don't. I mean, I know people think they poo-poo, but if you can play from HBCU, scouts and recruits, they'll come find you. So don't get caught up on that. And Bill, I appreciate with the Big League Shortcuts training system. With my big, real fast, Jermaine, let me put my plug in. I've been behind the scenes working on changing a few tweaks to the Big League Shortcuts training system. So for the people that have been listening listen to me on my show, if you haven't heard me put my link up there, if you haven't heard me, try to sell my Big League Shortcuts training hitting program, is because I'm in the background tweaking, moving things here and there, whatever, for the marketing purposes. Why? So that's why you ain't trust me. I literally was working on it today with somebody for about 2 hours. So Bill, I appreciate you bringing it up, but trust me, I purposely have been quiet. I just been, laying in the background getting things worked out. So my Big League Shortcuts training system 2.0 will be out shortly. Okay. So anyway, that's a little shameless plug over there. I keep saying that's not a shameless plug. My boy got on me. Mo, you remember? You know my Vernon Morenzi. You know Mo, right?
Yeah, I know Mo. I talked to Mo.
Right. So he the one. He was like, "D, every time I hear you say shameless plug on your thing, I'm gonna hit you inside your head." He get mad when I say that. He said, "Hey, you better not ever, talking about your products and your programs shameless plug." He got on me hard. I was like, "Damn, all right, Mo, I got you." Man.
Mo's a businessman.
You ain't lying. He's doing his thing, So, anyway, man. Pleasure, my brother Jermaine. Love you, my brother. Thank you for coming on. I will be reaching out to you about these position players. I got a catcher and infielder that we're gonna talk about behind the scenes, and an outfielder. I know you need that outfielder. Get up with my man. So I'm gonna get up with that, and then let me see what's up with these 2020s too, man, coming out there, man. But I appreciate you, man.
Oh yeah.
And all blessings, my brother. I'll be in contact with you. All right.
Thank you, baby. Thank you.
All right, man. And parents, I'll be on tomorrow night, 8:00 Central Time. I'm coming from the cages. I know it's the first time we make this happen. That's right. We coming from the cages tomorrow, man. We're gonna put that work in the dungeons. So tomorrow, 8:00 at night, I'm doing a live from the cages. All right. So I got my guy Gummy healthy. We were supposed to do it 2 weeks ago, but so join me tomorrow, 8:00 from the cages. We are doing a Facebook Live from the cages, 8:00. 9:00 East Coast time. I know it was a little late, but it is what it is. So, all right. So I see y'all tomorrow night. Not 3:00 our normal time. 8:00 Central Time from the cages. I see y'all. All right. Peace and love. Jermaine, appreciate you, my brother. Thank you.
You got it, baby. Bring some of those 20s.
Bring some of those 2020s over there.
Yeah, boy.
I got you, man. I got you, brother.
All right, baby.
I got you. All right, baby. Later.
Later.